And we're back for another episode. In this episode we're going to be looking at crafting moving between levels 40 and 45. It's quite simple, same as routine as before. We're now actually at Whitebrim Front. So Whitebrim Front is right here in Central Corpus. So last time we did 35 to 40 in the observatory, and we simply moved to here to do 40 to 45. So now looking at my abilities, at this level I can share up to 8 abilities. These are the sort of abilities I've been sharing, mostly the same routine. At level 37 Culinarian you get Steady Hand 2, which you can see here. It says improves action success rate by 30% for next 5 moves, and it costs 25 CP. When you compare that to the Steady Hand 1, Steady Hand 1 gives you 20% success rate for 5 moves for 22 CP. So this is giving you an extra 10% success rate for the cost of only 3 CP, so it's definitely worth taking on all your classes. And pretty much most of the rest is pretty much the same for this level. And now one thing that you will really notice once you start getting to level 40 plus is that the amount of experience points you get per craft is absolutely insane. It's like you'll get anything from 6,000 to 8,000 experience point per item. So earlier on today I was leveling up Weaver, and my Weaver hit 46 by mistake, essentially, because it leveled so fast doing the leaves here that it just over leveled by 1 level, because I was only aiming for 45 and accidentally hit 46. So now one thing I've also been doing is I've been getting at this point all of my crafting logs done up until at least 40. So I've done that for Leatherworker so far. I've done it for Weaver so far as well, everything up till 40, just to get those bonus experience points, because you know it's a nice way of doing it. You don't always have to use leaves. You can use the crafting bonuses, which will help you a lot as well. And once you get to 43, you'll be able to see what all the level 50 recipes are. So now I can see, for example, on Weaver, everything that I can make up until 50. So you see Weaver has a lot of artifact gear for the different sets, which I'm hoping to cover in a later video. So yeah, so now same routine as always. So if I talk to this guy and I select Tradecraft Leaves, and then always I am interested in the leaves that have got this symbol here, this old woman and the young woman, because you can turn these in 3 times. So for the case of Armourer, I will need to turn in Mithril Elmi. I'll need to turn in 9 of those, and again as before, whatever this reward is, whatever these numbers say, you have to times these numbers by 9. So 32,000 experience points, you times that by 9, you get like 290,000 experience points. You times this by 9, you have 6,000 gil. Now when it comes to materials, like material rewards, you times this by 3. So if this gives you 17 shards, then you just times it by 3, which means, quick maths in my head, 51 shards. So that's the way you calculate it. So you times these numbers by 9 and these numbers by 3, assuming you're turning in 9 high quality of this item. So what I've already done is I've accepted the Leatherworker quest. This one here is called sorry, not this one. This one here is not a job, it's a calling, where I need to make 5 paste levers, which seems like an extremely easy recipe to do, because it's literally just make some leather. So if I load it up, where is it? There it is. So I have enough materials to finish this sleeve to make 15 of them, so that's it. So I will synthesize now. Now one thing to know as well, that the requirement for the number of shards you need to use actually goes up at this point, so you won't be needing 3 to 5 shards per craft, which means your shards can run out very quickly. Now thankfully I have the backing of a wonderful free company called Distant World, and the members have been donating literally thousands of shards to me to help me finish my crafts to 50, because they've been watching my videos and they like them, and it's just a nice community to have. But if not, if you don't have like friends or whoever who can back you up and just give you shards, then just, you know, you can go out and farm them, do it using gathering like botany or mining, or you could just buy them from the market board. It's up to you. On my server, the shards cost anything from something like 14 gil to about 30 gil each. It depends which type, and they sell by the 1,000. So and I would say it's a worthy investment, because it's always a time versus money thing. The sooner you can craft, the sooner you can throw things on the market board, the sooner you can sell and make all your money back, rather than wasting so many hours just trying to get a few shards. So don't worry too much about the money you spend, as long as you never allow yourself to become broke. Never be in a situation where you have 0 gil. I can't stress that enough. That is something which is extremely frustrating and hard to recover from. So set a minimum, make sure you never go below that minimum. Like I said, my minimum I try to stick to is 100,000. I will not allow it to drop below that, just in case. So yeah, so anyway, so if I make these shards, these skins, I just want to show you how much experience you get at this level. So if I synthesize, and same routine, standard Mithrie method, start with inner quiet, get great strides, hasn't turned red, so steady hand 2 this time rather than steady hand 1, and then hasn't turned red, so I will use observe. Okay, hasn't turned red, whatever, standard touch. Okay, great strides, standard touch, great strides, steady hand, standard touch. Okay, it's turned red, but we're already full, so what? So I'll use tricks of the trade to just get 20 CP back, and standard synthesis. Done. Simple. But look at that. 5,857 experience for making 1 leather. And as you can see, I'm using high quality materials because they are very, very cheap, to be honest. For making what is a level 38 craft, these materials are extremely cheap to buy, so I just bought them. So synthesis, inner quiet, great strides. I should have hit tricks of the trade, but I was a bit impatient. Steady hand, observe because I haven't turned red. Okay, standard touch. Okay, it's turned red, tricks of the trade because I haven't got great strides up. Great strides, and I'll just use standard touch. Great strides, and standard touch. Always important to keep your eye on how much durability you have left. I always try and keep steady hand up as well, because I find it's very important. And then standard synthesis to finish the craft. Done. Another 5,800 experience. So by the time I make 15 of them, it means I'm gonna have made like 75,000 experience points just making the items, and I haven't even turned them in yet. So synthesize, inner quiet, tricks of the trade, great strides, steady hand, standard touch. I could have used observe, but whatever. Great strides, standard touch, because it seems basically with this craft that as long as I just hit great strides 3 times and standard touch 3 times, that it will get it to 100% anyway. The doing it on good and excellent will just make it happen quicker, nothing else. So, and that's a good thing. So this leave really is very easy to do if you're a leatherworker. Okay, so 12 to go, same routine. And that's basically it. This is, so lots of people have been asking me, you know, so how do you do this? How do you like level so quickly and so on? How do you keep motivated to do it? And I basically just say, well, because it gets quicker and quicker, you know. It's like, it's so easy to do, you get so many rewards, and the amount of gil you can make, like I probably have today made and spent 100,000 gil. Like 100,000 gil has come and gone from me in this one day, just because of the amount you can sell items for at this level range. So just keep going, make sure you keep it, like I said, a minimum amount of gil, make sure that you don't allow it to drop below, and you'll be fine. But to be honest, I've been doing things this way from the beginning, like since the very beginning of my crafting, and I've never ever been in a situation where I've been broke. Not ever. You know, I've always made enough money to keep doing it. And one thing actually that I did today, which was kind of funny, was with the weaver. So I bought like 100 fleece off the market board, but they cost 400 gil each. So I was like, oh, that's kind of expensive. So what I then decided to do is I went to Central Corfus, south of Dragonhead, and I farmed fleece myself. I farmed another 100. So effectively, I had 200 fleece in my bag for about 40,000 gil. So I just kind of compensated, and I pretended as if I had got 200 fleece for 200 gil each rather than 100 for 400, if you know what I mean. But it's farming fleece yourself, as long as the camp is open to do it, is very, very fast. You'd be surprised. I mean, you might actually end up getting like 30, 40, 50 of them in about 10, 15 minutes. So I do not know why they cost 400 gil each. It's complete and utter exploitation, as far as I'm concerned, by other players. You know, they are not worth that much. So you can farm so many of them so quickly, and I recommend you do not bankrupt yourself buying fleece if you're a weaver, and just take your time. And the good thing as well actually is that the leave quests in this zone, in Whitebrim Front, for weaver will actually reward you by the time you're finished 45 fleece, so which is very nice. So even if you spend about, say, 70-80 fleece crafting the woolen hats you need to make, you will then get 45 of them back as a reward from the quest. So it softens the blow, let's say. And I only ended up having to do the woolen hats leave once, and I was already 45 plus. I then finished the level 45 weaver quest, and I was able to hit 46. You know, so basically once you get to 40 plus, you're getting very close to the end of crafting. Basically, it's extremely fast at this point. The amount of experience points you get per craft is ridiculous. You know, so here, as you can see, every single time I'm getting almost 6,000 experience just for making some skins. And yeah, so just keep it going, don't give up, don't lose heart, and you will get there. But I do definitely recommend you get them all together, because by getting all the crafts initially to 15, you can share a lot of abilities, which I've been explaining through my entire series of these videos. But those shared abilities will last you all the way until like now, even. So even at 40 plus, you're using and still sharing all these abilities. So it's a very, very good idea. Get everything to 15, share all the abilities, like I said, use the Mithrie method, and just, get tons of high quality, and just, power level all of your professions to 50 as quickly as you can. Because I always say, basically, while the opportunity is there to do it, do it. There's no point delaying until things are changed or made more weird or more hard or more whatever. Just get it done, and then you don't have to worry about it. And then, basically, once you hit level 50 everything, then a new market opens up for you, where you can basically, people will ask you for materia melding to make you items. They will always ask you for help and so on. So it's a nice market to have. People will start just giving you tips, giving you extra materials that you can turn into high quality for them, and so on. So it's definitely worth the hard work, believe me. So I'm already reaping a lot of rewards for getting this done. So yeah, and I know that as soon as I get everything to 50, then the amount of requests I get is going to go up probably 100-fold. But I'm happy with that. I'm happy to help people and get them through. I mean, that's why I've been making these videos since the game started, is that I want people to be successful in this game and get the most out of their time. Because we're all busy, we all have things to do in our real life. We do love this game, we do play this game a lot, and we don't want to spend all day and night just smashing our head against a wall. So if you follow my way of doing things, you'll just get the most use of your time. So yeah, so basically, once you've finished all of the crafts to 45, which hopefully I'm aiming to do in the next day or two, then the last camp you need to go to in the whole game is actually in Mordona. So if I quickly load up the map, so Mordona is very close by. Here you go, Mordona, and then you want this camp here. So it's not actually Revenant's Toll, it's this camp here called Saint Coinard's Find or something, and that's where the leave guy is. So the leave guy is right there, and he will give you the leaves for 45 to 50. Now there is one I've already accepted for Weaver, so I just wanted to show you the reward of it. So this is the Mordona one. As you can see, I need to make woolen deer stalkers, which are really not that expensive to make at all, and look at the reward. So you remember, any numbers you see, you times it by 9 for turning in high quality. So if I make 9 high quality woolen deer stalkers, times this number by 9, I'm actually going to use a calculator this time, one moment. So yeah, that will give you 351,700 experience points, which is absolutely ridiculous. And the amount of gil you get will be 6,700 gil, and you'll also get 48 fleece as well, just for turning in these deer stalkers. But the thing is, the amount of experience points you will get making 9 deer stalkers, woolen deer stalkers, will probably get you an entire level in itself. So you will get 1 level for turning in 9, but you'll also get another level for just making the 9. So it's possible you might literally only have to do this leave quest twice, and you'll get from like 46 to 50. It's that quick at this level range. So do it. And as well, I have been advising people, people are saying, oh, do I ever use quick synthesis to make materials quickly and so on? I say no, never. I never use quick synthesis because I want to make everything high quality using the Mithrie method. I do never, because if you have high quality materials, then you will pretty much almost guarantee you'll have a high quality product at the end of the craft. So do not use quick synthesis is my recommendation. I'm only ever intending to use quick synthesis when I am 50 everything and I'm just trying to get those low level achievements. So I'll show you what I mean by low level achievements. So go into crafting, select whatever craft, and you have these achievements here. So look, it says successfully synthesize 50 items 1 to 10, or 300 11 to 20, or 750 21 to 30, 1500 31 to 40, or 3000 41 to 50. If you do all of those achievements, you will then get your hands on a luminary piece of equipment. Now the luminary equipment has exactly identical same stats as the tool that you will get finishing the level 50 crafting quest, except it apparently looks a lot better. Basically it's more like a vintage piece. It looks a lot better than the one you get from finishing a level 50 craft. So in this case, for example, with Carpenter, to make from 11 to 20, all I will simply do is I'll go straight back into my crafting log, probably try and find some lumber or something, like elm lumbers for example, and then just quick synthesis 300 of them to make sure I get the achievement done. So that is a situation where I think quick synthesis will be good to use. But while you're leveling up and you're trying to get to level 50, just don't ever use it. There's no point. You will get maybe a tenth of the experience points that you could get if you just manually make them high quality yourself. So that's just my piece of advice. It's not a law. You can do whatever you like, but I really recommend not to waste your time with that. Oh, and as you can see, I love receiving these messages of you have just sold an item for 4,300 gil. I get them many times a day. I love seeing them, and it just means that, oh good, so I have spent a lot of money today, but I'm making more, and every item my high quality I can sell from my crafting log, the more I can keep doing this. Simple as that. So yeah, so I'm almost done now. I need to make I think like 2 more, then I'm done. Yeah, and then I just want to show you basically the sheer amount of experience that this gives. It's ridiculous. So like I said, it's more like a gimmick from 40 to 50. It's more like you've done the hard work already to reach this point, so let's just ease you and just get you to 50, so then you can do the more challenging items. Because it's not like the work stops at 50. Once you get to 50, you have to make your artifact gear, you have to finish the level 50 crafting quests, which I am actually intending to record. So I haven't recorded any of the crafting quests from 1 to 45 because I just didn't see a point. They seemed fairly straightforward. But I am intending to do the level 51 just for the sake of accomplishment, that I have hit 50 in each craft, and just to see what they ask you to do for the level 50 quest, because I did notice that once you get to 40 plus, they don't ask you for one high quality item anymore. They might ask you for as many as 3. So just be ready for that you might have to make 3 high quality items for the 45 class quests for your profession, and that's it. So yeah, so I'm just going to quickly finish these last crafts, and I just want to show you the rewards, and then I hope it motivates you to just keep leveling your crafts, just keep doing it, and the amount of gil you make, the amount you'll be able to do. Oh, I completely messed that up, whoops. So the amount you'll be able to do, the amount you'll be able to like help other people, the amount of gil you'll be able to make, I really, like in my situation, I really want to be one of those people when the individual player housing comes out. I want to be one of those accomplished players who will just bid for the biggest pieces of land, that is my motivation, is I want a really wonderful house for Mithrie to live in while she's in Eorzea, and yes, I'm working towards that each day. So one thing I'm going to be exploring at level 50 of all the crafts is sharing all of the level 50 abilities. So I'm going to show you them quickly as a quick preview. So you go into action and the traits by pressing P, press actions, and you can see the 50 abilities. So for Leatherworker, the level 50 ability says Waste Not 2. It says reduces loss of durability by 50% for next 8 steps. Okay, and then if we look now at the Carpenter one, it says by God's blessing. It says increases quality, efficiency 100% plus 20% for each bonus to control granted by Inner Quiet. So if you do Inner Quiet first and you use this by God's blessing instead of the touch to increase your quality, then it will increase it by 100%, then 120, then 140, then 160. The number will go up and up and up and up. So that is the amazing thing about this ability. So if we look now at Blacksmith, and here Blacksmith Ingenuity 2, it says lowers recipe level 3 levels below current level for the next 5 steps. So what that means basically is that if you have like a level 50 plus recipe you're doing, this ability, if you use it, will then reduce that ability to 47, because you have to be level 50 to use it, so it will reduce that thing to level 47 even if it's much higher for 5 steps. And that means basically the chances of increasing synthesis and crafting progress and quality will be as if you're doing it on a 47 item rather than one that's much higher. So okay, next one, Armor Smith, level 50, piece by piece. It says increases remaining progress by 1/3. So it doesn't matter if you need to do like 300 progress, this will do 1/3 of it, which I think is an amazing ability, especially if you use it as the first move, which I will be exploring when I get to that level. And then Goldsmith Innovation, it says increases control by 50% for the next 3 steps. So basically control here is what it says affects the amount of quality improved in a single synthesis step. So, and with Inner Quiet you get a bonus to control. It goes up and up, and then you see the amount of quality increase goes up and up as well. So this one will boost it another 50%. So imagine how good that is. Okay, we've already spoken about Leatherworker, so we look now at Weaver. Here, Weaver, Careful Synthesis 2. It says increases progress 120% 100% of the time. So the other careful synthesis 1 I've been using, it says increases efficiency 90%, 100% of the time. This will simply just make it 120% efficiency, and the CP cost, as you can see, is still 0. So you can simply replace careful synthesis with careful synthesis 2. Okay, and then Alchemist, you have comfort zone. It says restores 8 CP after each step for the next 10 steps. But the thing is though, is that it costs 66 CP to actually cast it. So it's more like, so it's going to restore 80 CP over 10 moves at the cost of 66. So in theory it's only giving you like 14 CP. But I don't know, I mean, I might still just hit it as one of my first abilities just for the sake of it. I will test it out when I get to that level. And then last but not least, Culinarian, you have Reclaim. It says increases the chance materials will not be lost after a botched synthesis to 90%. So I'm guessing that this one is like an emergency, oh damn, I'm completely out of durability and I don't have enough progress, hit this ability, fail the craft, and then 90% chance you will retain all the items and you won't lose them. So carrying on with the Mithrie method, I am intending, once I get everything to 50, to share all of these level 50 abilities, because they are absolutely insane. So to have all of them at the same time, imagine how like amazing that will be, to have it all on your craft at the same time. And I've been told as well that by the time you hit level 50, you will be able to share 10 abilities from other classes. So that'll be more than enough to get all of the level 50 abilities from other classes plus 2 more. So yeah, so when I get to 50 everything, I will be making a video covering the advanced level 50 crafting techniques. So anyway, so I've crafted those 15 levers. So if I go now to turn them in, you literally just run to this person over here, this Lanquiart, and you can just give it to this person. So this thing, this leave quest. Now, one thing I've been told by one of my YouTube viewers, I want to say a big thank you to that person, is that what I used to do is I used to go through searching through my bags to find, oh, where is the item, where did I make it, and then drag it onto the item request. But apparently you don't actually have to do that. All you need to do is right click the actual box and just select it. And I was like, oh, so all this time I've been doing it the manual method of looking for it and dragging it. I never needed to. All you have to do, right click and put it in, and that's it. So I was like, oh, silly me. So how did I miss that of all things? So hand over. Do I want to hand in high quality materials? Yes. Okay, craftsmanship is excellent. The knights I serve will be beyond pleased. Now whether they can live long enough to appreciate it is another matter, but such are the ways of war. So it says increases 200% as always. So I'll complete that. So as you can see here, look, I just got 56 wind shards, 77,751 experience points, and 1164 gil. But remember, I can turn this in 2 more times. So I'll just turn it in again. Yes. Yes. Another amount. And turn it in again. Yes. And there you go. And yeah, so you see I just hit level 43 Leatherworker, and now one new benefit you get at level 43 is you get advanced touch. So standard touch, it says increases quality by 125%, 80% success rate. Advanced touch increases 150%, 90% of the time, and the difference is that this costs 48 CP, whereas this one costs 32. So it's up to you if you use it, but either way, going forward, I will be using advanced touch with great strides. That's how it helped me get Weaver to 46 so quickly, because you just get things to 100% high quality so fast, it's insane. So yeah, so that's it guys, a simple video for covering 40 to 45. So remember, I am at Whitebrim Front, and even if you accept the leaves in the towns, the main cities, one of the leaves will send you here. So this is the place to be, 40 to 45, and then 45 to 50 is in Mordona, as I explained. So I will be making another video covering 45 to 50, and hopefully ding all of the crafts to 50 at the same time. And after that, then I'll look into the more advanced techniques of what you do after everything is 50, and hopefully start getting my artifact gear. That is what I'm really looking forward to, is being able to craft all of my artifact gear. So anyway, if you have any comments, feedback, suggestions, please let me know. If there's anything I've missed, just tell me. And I've also been spending a lot of time reading the official forums, because people write extremely good guides in the Disciples of the Hand forums about how to do perfect rotations, how to guarantee high quality, doing the highest level crafts, you know, the ones which are item level 70 and so on. So I will be reading those, I will be testing it out before I record any video, and I will just share what I've learned. So I hope you like it, the video. I hope you're doing well with your crafting. I hope you can keep yourself motivated to get through it. It is definitely worth doing 100%, because it will pay all of your bills for the rest of your lifetime in the game. So just remember that, how much time, money and so on you will make and save getting this done now. You know, the game at this point hasn't even been out 2 months yet. In 5 days the game would have been out 2 months. So it's so easy to get this done. So I recommend get it done while it's still easy to do, before any changes come in. I don't know if any changes will come in, but you never know. And the prices are still low. So remember, the more gil that comes into the community, the more expensive things are going to get with time. Simple as that. So now is the time to make the money, while everyone is sort of on a more equal playing field. So anyway, as always, hope you liked the video, and I hope it goes well. And just tell me, tell me in the comments below, like, how has crafting been going for you? What have been your major accomplishments? I do like to share stories. I do like to hear what other people have done, and just keep sharing the experience. I do appreciate all the feedback. So as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie.